This year's Woofstock event had some of the biggest crowds yet.
The outdoor pet-friendly event helps draw attention to animal adoption. News on 6's Grant Stevens says some people, though, were worried about dog owners not properly controlling their dogs. Grant?
Lori Craig, with such a big showing, there were more animals there than ever. But there were also a lot of concerns with animal aggression and bad leash practice that organizers hope to educate people on before next year. Woofstock is Green Country's biggest pet adoption event, bringing in more than 40 vendors and 30 animal rescues and shelters.
Tons of people, tons of animals, tons of groups, tons of vendors.
Hammond Animal Hospital owner and head veterinarian Lauren Johnson was at a booth of her own. She's not a fan of retractable leashes paired with loose, easily escapable collars, which she saw a lot of.
The leash situation was a little out of control. There were a lot of dogs there that didn't have collars and leashes that were really fit properly, but mainly retractable leashes, which I am very against.
She says a big problem was dogs on leashes that couldn't handle them and inattentive owners.
Dogs will start to go astray and people get tripped, and I did witness a few falls there.
She says it's also a good idea before a big event to socialize your dog, getting them used to large crowds.
That detail is overlooked quite often, and so you can't really always predict what a dog's going to do in a situation where there's a whole bunch of other animals around. And in that sense, I saw a lot of dogs putting on the brakes, slipping out, and going for it.
She recommends avoiding retractable leashes and making sure your dog is in a collar or harness that fits. There were a number of dogs, a lot of dogs adopted at Woofstock on Saturday, but we won't have the final numbers for how many there were for a few more weeks. Grant Stevens, Oklahoma's own, News on 6.